Hello everyone, good day. Welcome back to our channel. So I am again Karel Sanita from Bisan Math 3B. So today we'll be discussing our task 6 or last task. So investigate the left and right cosets of the different subgroups, normal subgroups, and coset groups isomorphic to Zn or Z sub n and other known group structures. So first, we are going to talk about coset. So what is coset? So coset, it is our way of decomposing a group into equal size subsets relative to a subgroup. So since we are working with cosets, we only need to consider the proper subgroup of the table. So here are the proper subgroups. So this proper subgroup ay nanggaling doon sa ating permutation group since they are isomorphic to our first table. Since our first table consists of symbols, it will be difficult to arrange it. So, kinuha na lang natin yung sa subgroups or the proper subgroup ng permutation group para mas madali nyong makita or mag-visualize. So, hindi natin kinuha si improper and si trivial since we are going to deal with the proper subgroup. So, let's start finding the left coset. Okay, so this is for left coset. So, as we can see here, we are going to operate each element since we have 24 elements from delta sub 0 to rho sub 11. So, we are going to operate it. And ang goal natin dito ay maipalabas natin yung buong 24 elements na nagwe-work tayo ng kada element to the proper subgroup. So, ang pag-work niyan is ganyan. So, ang una nating element is si delta sub 1, hindi na natin kinuha ang delta sub 0 since it is the identity element. So, from delta sub 1 operates our star delta sub 0, delta sub 1, star delta sub 1, delta sub 1, star delta sub 2, delta sub 1, delta sub 3, hanggang makapunta tayo sa delta sub 11. So, let's start. Delta sub 1, star delta sub 0, that would be delta sub 1. So, ayan ang delta sub 1. Next one is delta sub 1 again, star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 2. Ayan. And lastly, next is delta sub 1, star delta sub 2, that would be delta sub 3. Alright, so uulitin lang natin yung process hanggang maka-operate tayo ng delta sub 1 hanggang sa last element ng proper subgroup na delta sub 11. So, delta sub 1, star delta sub 11, that would be delta sub 0. So, ayan. So, as we can see here, nakuha na natin yung first 12 elements ng ating group. So, kailangan pa nating maipalabas yung another 12 elements which is yung rho sub 0 to rho sub 11. And if we're going to observe it, kung patuloy lang tayong nag-ooperate ng delta, delta lang din ang kakalabasan ng ating result. Right? Since doon lang iikot ang ating result. So, since naipalabas naman na natin ang first 12 elements, why not try natin ng another element nang wala sa delta. So, what if we try to operate the rho sub 0? So, ayan. Ganun ulit. From rho sub 0, star delta sub 0, rho sub 0, delta sub 1, and hanggang rho sub 0 operates or star delta sub 11. Ang pinapalitan lang natin dito ay yung element na ino-operate natin, not the proper subgroup. So, kumbaga, ayan, delta sub 0, star, rho sub 0, star, delta sub 0. So, that would be the rho sub 0. And, of course, delta sub 0, rho sub 0 star delta sub 1, that would be rho sub 5. So, hanggang makaabot tayo sa rho sub 0 star delta sub 11, and that would be rho sub 6. So, ganyan ang pagkuha ng left coset. Tatandaan natin, when we are looking for the left coset, ang pwesto ng ina-operate natin na element ay nasa left side ng proper subgroup. Okay? Ayan, kung makikita natin, sa pangalawang element natin, na ipalabas na natin yung another 12 elements ng ating group. So, total of 24 elements. So, lumabas na lahat ng element natin. So, pwede na tayong mag-stop dyan sa pag-ooperate ng left coset. Pwede na tayong pumunta sa right coset. Okay, so sa right coset, kung titignan natin, ang ina-operate natin na element ay nasa right side ng proper subgroup. So, ang pag-ooperate ulit niyan is, syempre, from left to right pa rin naman. So, ganyan na siya. Delta sub 0 star delta sub 1, delta sub 1 star delta sub 1, and delta sub 2 star delta sub 1. So, start na natin. From delta sub 0 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 1. Delta sub 1 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 2. Ayan. Delta sub 2 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 3. So, hanggang sa delta sub 11, which is yung last element ng proper subgroup. So, delta sub 11 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 0. So, ganyan ang pag-ooperate ng right coset. So, makikita natin ulit, lumabas na yung element, yung first 12 element, from delta sub 0 to delta sub 11. But, if we are going to operate again, if we are going to keep operating delta, ang makukuha lang natin is, ayan, dyan lang iikot ang ating result. Hindi natin maipapalabas ang mga rho. So, why not, let's try another element na wala sa delta. For example, itong rho sub 0. So, ganun ulit, from left to right. Ayan, so let's start. So, delta sub 0 star rho sub 0, that would be rho sub 0. Delta sub 1 star rho sub 0, and that would be delta sub 6 hanggang sa delta sub 11 to rho sub 0. And that would be rho sub 5. Kung makikita natin, lumabas ulit yung rho sub 0 hanggang rho sub 11. So, 24 elements na naman ang lumabas for the right coset. So, ngayon, let's observe it. The normality of this subgroup. So, if we're going to talk about the normality of the subgroup, kailangan yung left and right coset ay magko-coincide. So, what do we mean by coincide? Na kailangan parehong-pareho yung element na mapoproduce ng element na inoperate natin. Halimbawa sa left coset, si delta sub 1 inoperate natin sa proper subgroup, ito yung naging result niya. Yan, nakikita nyo. And si right coset ay inoperate natin ang subgroup kay right coset, yung delta sub 1. So, kung makikita man natin dito, si rho sub 0 and rho sub 5, hindi siya same dito sa pangalawa. And kung makikita naman natin, andun pa rin naman sa set si rho sub 5. Hindi lang sila pareho ng pwesto. And that is okay when we are talking sa normality ng subgroup. Arrangement is not necessary or do not matter. Kahit mag-shuffle-shuffle sa iisang set yan, as long as pareha lang sila ng na-operate na set, that is normal pa rin. Nag-coincide pa rin sila. So, from the operations above, we observe that the left and right coset coincide. So, this equality confirms that the subgroup is normal. Now, we will talk about the order of the group. So, order of the factor groups. Etong order of the factor group, kukunin lang to if yung proper subgroup ay normal, katulad nung kanina, nag-coincide lahat ng elements. So, later on, we will give an example kapag hindi normal yung subgroup. So, order of the factor group, ayan, kung makikita natin dito, given that the subgroup is normal, we can now determine the order of the factor group. So, since the subgroup has 12 elements, makikita natin yan sa upper right, the original group has 24 elements, thus, the factor group has an order of 2 since 24 divided by 12 is 2. So, ganun lang. Yung original group na element divided by doon sa element nung proper subgroup. And yung factor group natin has an order of 2. Kung makikita naman natin, dalawa lang ang inoperate natin. Lumabas na agad yung 24 elements. So now, let's proceed sa index. So, sa index naman, titingin lang tayo dito. So, as we can see, dalawa yung coset. So, therefore, we have two distinct cosets on the right coset. Two distinct coset kasi dalawang magkaibang coset. Kasi nga yung sa isa, yung first 12 elements, and yung pangalawa is yung last 12 elements. Meron kasing, may instances kasi na, for example, if we operate delta sub 2 doon sa proper subgroup, pareho lang sila ng makukuha ng delta sub 1, naka-shuffle lang siya. So, dito sa index, kinukuha natin dito ay yung distinct coset ng proper subgroup. So, ganun lang makuha ang index. So, lastly, the order of the element. So, ito yung order of the element. Ang kinukuha natin sa order of element, yung mismong element nung proper subgroup. Kung makikita natin dito sa lower right side ng ating presentation. So, paano nga ba natin nakuha yung mga order of element? So, ayan. Ang order of element, ito yung bilang ng kung ilang beses mo siyang inoperate sa sarili niya hanggang sa mag-arrive ka sa result na identity element. So, as we know, yung identity element natin dito is yung delta sub 0. Okay, start tayo sa unang element, which is the delta sub 0. So, delta sub 0 star delta sub 0, that would be delta sub 0. So, nakuha na natin agad yung identity element. That's why, isang beses mo lang siyang inoperate sa sarili niya, kaya 1 yung nandito. Yung naka-equal sa delta sub 0. How about delta sub 1? So, delta sub 1, delta sub 1 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 2. Since delta sub 2 ang naging result, yun ang ating first move. Delta sub 2 star delta sub 1 is delta sub 3. So, dito, yung order of element, kung parang yung ginawa natin sa cyclic, we are looking for the generator. Ganun ang way natin dito sa order of element. So, delta sub 3 star delta sub 1, delta sub 4, delta sub 4, delta sub 1, and that would be delta sub 5. Ayan. Inoperate lang natin siya lahat kay delta sub 1. Ayan. So, delta sub 8 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 9. Delta sub 9 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 10. Delta sub 10, delta sub 11, and delta sub 11 star delta sub 1, that would be delta sub 0. So, nag-arrive na tayo sa identity element natin na delta sub 0. So, kung bibilangin natin ilang beses siyang inoperate sa sarili niya, ay 11 na beses natin siyang inoperate sa sarili niya para mag-arrive tayo doon sa identity element. Kaya, 11 yung nandito sa order of element nung delta sub 1. Another example, kay delta sub 2, ayan, delta sub 2 star delta sub 2, that would be delta sub 4. Delta sub 4 star delta sub 2, delta sub 6. Delta sub 6 star delta sub 2, that would be delta sub 8. Delta sub 8 star delta sub 2, delta sub 10. And delta sub 10 star delta sub 2, delta sub 0, which is the identity element. Kaya kung bibilangin natin, 5 na beses siyang inoperate sa sarili niya. That's why 5 ang order of the element nung delta sub 2 hanggang sa last element ng proper subgroup na delta sub 11. Same ang process lang ng pagkuha ng order of the element. Basta, kailangan mag-arrive siya sa identity element. And so, another example or next given or next proper subgroup, we have here Z sub 2. So, as we can see, it has 8 elements. So, for the right and left coset, ayan, kung makikita natin, tatlo lang yung inoperate natin, since if we're going to operate delta sub 3, magsisame lang siya ng result sa isa pang element, which is yung row sub 0. That's why in-eliminate natin siya, pinasok na lang natin si row sub 0. Okay? So, next, it's normality of the subgroup. Check natin kung normal ba or it deviates from normality. So, as we can see here, though yung first 4 elements ng element that we have operated, which is the delta sub 1, is same lang din sa right coset. But if we're going to look at the next 4 elements, they are not the same. For left coset, siya ay row sub 6, row sub 11, row sub 4, and row sub 9. However, sa right coset, siya ay naging row sub 5, row sub 10, row sub 2, and row sub 7. So, hindi siya pareho. Pero kung makikita natin dito sa last, no, same sila but different arrangement. But if you are talking about normality of the subgroup, kailangan yung left and right coset ay magko-coincide. Hindi pwedeng iisang coset lang ang mag-coincide. Kailangan lahat. So, from the operations above, we observe that the left and right coset do not coincide. So, this equality confirms that the subgroup is not normal. So, since the subgroup is not normal, hindi na natin sasagutan yung order of the factor group. So, magpo-proceed na tayo kay index. Okay? So, yan, sa index. So, we have here 8 elements, right, for the proper subgroup. So, as we can see, sa right coset, we have 3 cosets. So, therefore, we have 3 distinct cosets on the right coset since it is 8 elements and then 24 yung element natin. So, kung makikita natin, 3 element yung inoperate natin sa cosets or sa subgroup na yun. That's why 3 distinct cosets lang din yung nagamit natin or yung kinalabasan nung pag-operate natin. Since sa pangatlong coset ay nailabas na yung 24 elements. That's why we have 3 distinct cosets. Ganon. Ito yung order of the element. Just like what we did a while ago. I-operate mo siya sa sarili niya na mag-a-arrive sa doon sa identity element. Very good. Now, after working with all the subgroups, since we have almost 30 proper subgroup, we have 5 normal subgroups. So, those are the C sub 1, Z sub 5, Z sub 14, Z sub 17, and lastly the C sub 18. So, ayan. So now, let's move with the order, the structure, and kung saan silang isomorphic na modulo. So, or what group structure they are isomorphic to. So, first subgroup, titingnan natin, it has 12 order. It is also cyclic. Cyclic since sa task 3 natin, prove natin siya na cyclic siya. And it is isomorphic to modulo 12 under addition. So, paano siya naging isomorphic? Ayan. Tingnan natin. So, ito yung first proper subgroup. Sa left side, yung table niya. And sa right side is yung table nung modulo 12 under addition. Kung titingnan natin, ito, yung naka-circle na red, pareho sila. Paano naging pareho? Pareho yung pwesto nila. Ayan, kung titingnan nyo, pareho yung pwesto nila. Right? Another, pareho ulit sila. So, since they are all the same, pareho, kung titingnan mo closely, pareho yan. So, therefore, Z sub 1 is isomorphic to Z sub 12 or modulo 12 under addition. So, ganyan ang pagtitingin ng isomorphism. Kailangan pareho sila, though iba yung element na gagamitin doon sa isang table. So, another example, ito. Etong Z sub 10, it has 4 elements. So, kung makikita natin dito sa diagonal niya, ay yung identity element. So, ibig sabihin, it is also abelian. Right? Kung papansinin nyo. So, therefore, Z sub 10 is isomorphic to Klein 4 group. Since itong Klein 4 group, yung identity element ay nasa diagonal and it is also abelian. And it is also the example of a group that is not cyclic but it is abelian. So, ganun ang pagtingin na kung saan sila isomorphic. Same goes with the other proper subgroup. So, yung proper subgroup with order 12, they are isomorphic to Klein 4 group. Okay, so, thank you. I hope you learned something and I hope you grasp all the topic or the process na diniscuss natin para kung kayo na rin ang gagawa is alam niyo na. So, practice lang ng practice kaya you'll get there. So, thank you everyone. See you sa ating next video. Bye-bye!